Hey guys, welcome back to a new series. It's been a while since I've played the old one. I was feeling a bit burned out, but now we are back again. I have created our character and all, but it's just gonna be the introduction. You can see all the stats and all. I only invested 9 points into int, so I can later on get the enlightenment buff. You can see and this is the basic idea of this and why I did a poll on YouTube. I am playing a musical run, but not just your ordinary one. It's going to be modded. As you may or may not have seen, I started modding this game, figured out a lot of it, and as such I'm going to be playing with this. The important mods in this game are going to be on one NG+, New Game Plus, which buffs all enemies. Their base stats are all going to be 10, and their manuals, like the martial art manuals, are also all going to be at level 10. As such, early and mid game is going to be way harder in this game. Late game should still be fine, you will have more than enough damage, but will definitely suffer in the early game. Additionally, I have my skill overhaul mod and the musical adaptation I created. And well, musical adaptation I can show you. First of all, you may know the weapon Flame Seal, which has, after equipping, all pen, fan, and dagger manuals can be used. I have applied the same effect, just for musical, to all legendary musical weapons. So you can see the last line, adaptation. After equipping, all flute, lute and zither music manuals can be used. Now it's not only applied to all of these legendary musical weapons, but also one epic one, which is just to make the game more smooth, as all legendary musical weapons can only be obtained really late on. But it's going to help. I can already tell you my endgame weapon will be Proud Wanderer, simply for the massive increase in damage. And it's going to be fun like that. Furthermore, one more mod, like Slide mentioned, I have is a 660-300 mod. The idea is you can see it for this weapon already at like maximum roll. This will have 660 main stat attack and then as a substat 300. Same thing normally in the game with Nanyang and Xuanyun, but not every weapon gets this treatment, and now with this mod every weapon besides like this DLC weapon, and I forgot to change the text for the Flame Seal. It actually does provide 660-300, but like every weapon gets this treatment now. So for us, Proud Wanderer already had the 660-300 stats, so it does not change it for us, but all other enemies with legendary weapons can be buffed due to that. And then, well, New Game Plus, that musical adaptation, and lastly the skill overhaul are the important mods. Skill overhaul, what does it do? Well, I overhauled some skills, including Heaven Shaking Finger, I think Savage Primal Blade, Devouring Blade, Demonic Circle Blade, Scouting Snake Spear, Jolly Trident, Killer Secret, Meteor from Outer Space, Guangling Melody, Proud Wanderer, Ancient Song, Score of Laughing at the World. Those should be all the ones I've currently modified, and it makes all of them viable at the highest difficulty. For example, Guangling Melody now actually deals some damage, which is effect 3. Proud Wanderer previously dealt at most 30% damage, now it's up to 200%. Ancient Song Score previously did not deal any additional damage at all, now it's up to 200% depending on the MP. Score of Laughing at the World no longer requires you to have learned the legendary Proud Wanderer score, but only have at least 3000 MP. Which is current MP. Need to update that as well, the description. And then this full directional ambush score also got buffed in terms of the debuff it applies and the buff it applies. And there are other ones, Scouting Snake, Spear, Jolly Trident, Devouring Blades, now good. And well, we are going to be playing with that. Previously, musical manuals are not the biggest hit, the biggest damage dealers, and most of them are going to be logged quite late into the game. But with this should be like fun. For example, Guangling Melody Score is one of the earliest, or rather the earliest legendary manual for music we can obtain. It does require high musical stats, so we can check that out, try to get all those skill books and so on to increase the damage, but at least we have a usable skill. Most likely my strategy is going to be to get the Scouting Snake Spear from the old man as well, and to combine it with Guangling Melody Score. And well, since I need 70 long to learn it, I will also look at getting the long skill books, which I've checked out. There's like 40, I think exactly 40 available easily, so I could get to 50 and then some 20 more, and I got it. And then other ones, yeah, you can check them out yourself. And that's going to be like the important thing. Obviously, Proud Wanderer as your weapon, White Sleeve, Flowing Skirt as your armor, maybe an animal ring, maybe not, maybe we'll just stick with the CIB token. And yeah, that's I think it so far. Anything else I need to mention? That doesn't seem impressive. Items I started the game with, first of all, I did not pick any manual, because otherwise that defeats the point. If I can just grab a manual right from the start, which I think is Proud Wanderer Score, or even the epic one. This is also, in case you did not realize it, going to be a no homestead transfer run, so I can't just give myself G deviation form, Score of Laughing at the World, and I don't know, something else. Spring and Autumn Fan, day 4 in the game. You can see low grade tea, powder, wine, pills, and these 2 items. The idea behind this item is 300 MP, 380 MP to be exact. Allows me to more easily learn some legendary internal arts. What's the earliest one we can obtain? Probably Prayer Manual, but yeah. And for other aspects, I think it's going to be a pretty, I'd like to call it bog standard run, but it's definitely going to be a lot more preparation, a lot more challenging. I even took, if you've seen my traits, Hardy and Internal Injury Immunity alongside replenishing Chi and Blood, and will also regen Body. The idea behind it is I can more easily, on one hand, defend against enemies and recover. This is going to be a non-class cannon build this time, but more of a, let's call it, jack of all trades build. Like Saidi will go purely into Constitution, so at the cost of 10 luck, increase my Constitution by 20. Normally I'd go for 20 Strength, which reduces Constitution by 10. As such, I'd have effective plus 30 Constitution in this run, which brings me to 42 in the late game, and 42 Constitution alongside Hardy. Then also we're going to be having Resilient, then maybe Armor Buildup, yeah, probably will give us a lot of defense. And with all the other free skill points, such as the pills, Bandit event, the Cross-Hill Bandit event will go into Strength just to boost that as well. Should result in 39 Strength if I did my calculations correct. Passive tree going to be Fire, Bottom stuff, Thunder all the way to the back for the insane damage, Wind for action speed, and then Mountain, Armor Buildup, and Unmovable just to fill it out, get some additional damage if you don't move. Yeah, that should be it. As for, yeah, I think my game plan is get out of the lovely nameless forest, check out the different cities, steal some stuff, try to get to a reasonable level to A, unlock the homestead so we can fuse manuals later on, and B, do the Gu Qingchen event in the maiden house, because she will reward us with a epic Sivir score and an epic Sivir, and then also do bounty quests, get the Guangling Melody score, do a bit of the old man's quests, obviously do him all the way to the end, or not all the way to the end, don't interpret it wrongly, but rather till 9 provinces manual, as we can use that effectively with replenish Gene Blood and Regen Body. We may not even need Archdemon, but we can still go for it. We could even steal early on the Virocana just to get another legendary internal. And that's the game plan more or less. And this time we're also going to be including some additional strategies such as the Enlightenment Pill. I completely forgot about it last run. The idea with Enlightenment Pills is, first of all, with high intelligence, which is at 10 points, you get 30% less XP required to level up martial arts. Top Achiever somewhere gives us another 50% reduction, so we only right now need 20%, which is 60 XP. And with the Enlightenment Pill, which you can easily craft, you can lower that by another 25%. So you're looking at 1 XP per upgrade level, which makes it very easy to power level these manuals. And well, we're at 12 minutes, I think that's fine. See you guys in episode 1 then.